We mentioned the previous program that Sun Wukong finally found Lingtation University and was preparing to learn from his master. If the university is found, the admission procedures will be completed. At this time, Sun Wukong didn't have a name yet. How can you get a school registration without a name? So his teacher, Patriarch Su Bodhi, gave the monkey a name, Sun Wukong. Note that from this time on, the name Sun Wukong will accompany us for the rest of our life. And the good thing is that Tang Xing didn't need to change his name when he accepted him as his disciple, because Wukong himself was a Buddhist name. So what is Sun Wukong studying at Lingtation University? In the first 7 years, he and his senior brothers learned polite words, preached scriptures and talked about the Tao, and practiced calligraphy and burned incense every day. In my spare time, I sweep the floor and come out of the source, cultivate flowers and trees, and search for firewood and wood to carry water and transport slurry. Then what did Patriarch Subhuti say in his lecture? It was the sky was filled with flowers, the eternal golden lotus in the earth, the 3 vehicles of wonderful eyes, and the subtle and all dharmas were complete. He said for a while, and then talked about Zen. The 3 families cooperated, and it was like this. Whether it is the 3 vehicles teachings or all things, they are all things from Lingshan. Therefore, although the Confucian and Taoist patriarchs all said that the 3 schools cooperated with each other, it was not that simple. The 3 vehicles of the wonderful eyes are all subtle and obvious. The most detailed way of Buddhism is to focus on knowledge, while Taoism and Confucianism are only used as secondary knowledge, and are used to compare it. In the past 7 years, Sun Wukong mainly learned basic theoretical knowledge and had no specific exposure to magic skills. Speaking of this, we need to make a special note that spells and beliefs are different, and spells are not divided into different disciplines. In other words, spells are equivalent to science and technology, and any country can develop and master it. Technology is no country, but it is another matter if people teach or not. Therefore, we cannot simply judge which sect this person is from, Buddhism or Taoism based on magic, because all top experts generally gain the strengths of hundreds of schools of thought. In this way, 7 years after Sun Wukong learned the righteousness, Master Subhuti finally began to assign Sun Wukong a subject of arts and science. Patriarch Subhuti made a big summary of the way of practicing in Journey to the West, saying that there are 360 side doors in the Taoist sect, and all of them have the right result. Through the introduction and summary of Patriarch Subhuti, we roughly understand that there are 360 methods of practicing Taoism in Journey to the West, among which the more popular are the 4 gates of Shiliajing Cave. To briefly explain, it is what we are talking about fortune-telling, which is the last Confucian family, Taoism, Yin and Yang family, or reading scriptures or chanting Buddha's name. Simply put, if you want to learn this stream, you have to find a faction and faith, and then follow it. Just now, it was the 4 gates of the Shiliajing Cave. After we finish talking about the Shilyu, what is the Shilyu? Purity means purity in inaction, meditation, precepting rain and keeping fasting, sleeping in the palace or establishing a palace, becoming an official, etc. That is, meditating when you have nothing to do, sitting when you have nothing to do, doing nothing except sitting. This is called purity, which is this method of practice. Then there is a hole at the end, which is the word, which is the famous colored yin to supplement sheep, and the suspicion of women and so on. So, the book Journey to the West has broken the sexual taboos from the beginning, and gods and immortals generally recognize this way of cultivation. Therefore, the book Journey to the West is not ordinary black, but has been very thoroughly black from the beginning. Master Su Bodhi also proposed the cave character gate separately and told Sun Wukong, Wukong, I will teach you how to do this cave character gate. Master Su Bodhi said that he would teach Sun Wukong the word dong, which means that he should teach Sun Wukong the art of collecting yin and replenishing sheep. So the question is, how do you plan to teach Sun Wukong? Is there any disciple who is learning this trick in Su Bodhi? And have we ever thought about it? Since we want to teach our disciples, that means that Mr. Su Bodhi must know this. So from the beginning, Journey to the West almost went to the path of Jinping Mei. Fortunately, Sun Wukong took control of it himself and brought the story back to the right path. Sun Wukong did not choose to pick yin and make sheep, and Master Su Bodhi beat Sun Wukong 3 times in anger. Everyone must be particularly familiar with this story, just let Sun Wukong go to the back door in the 3 classics heaven. Just like that, one late night after 7 years of learning, Master Su Bodhi secretly gave Sun Wukong a mantra. The true secret of the perfect enlightenment of exoteric and esoteric Buddhism, there is no other way to practice life in the Western world. All of them come to always have the mental instrument, tightly hide it, and repair the leakage crab. The body of the cultivation of the leaking crab is hidden, and the 5 preachings of the nipple beasts will prosper. The mantra is very beneficial and can eliminate evil and make you cool. I have the cool and bright light, so I can enjoy the bright moon from Dantai. The moon hides jade, rabbits hide birds on the sun, and the tortoises and snakes are bound together. The uprising of life and life can be revived. The 5 elements are reversed, and the attack is followed by the Buddha and immortals. Therefore, the skills practiced by Sun Wukong can be used to complete the following practices: Buddhas and immortals. This makes his identity between immortals and Buddhas. This also explains why Sun Wukong was later Tai Sun Xian. He can become a fighting holy Buddha again. That is to say, at this time, Sun Wukong is like his teacher, Subhuti Patriarch. It is already difficult for outsiders to tell whether he is a Buddhist or a Taoist. What is the name of this magical power? This is a bit out of the 17th chapter of Journey to the West. He said that there was elixir inside his body, and the use of the internet outside was futile. The great quality heavenly immortal art of virtue is really hard to bear if there is no root. We all know that Sun Wukong can do golden clouds 72 times. But many people ignore it. The first jazz martial arts that the Patriarch Subhuti gave to Sun Wukong. In fact, it is called the great heavenly immortal art that is called the great heavenly immortal art. Listen to this name, it's so grand. This is the essence of Sun Wukong's martial arts. 3 years after learning this great quality immortal technique, the Patriarch Subhuti taught Sun Wukong 2 other skills. The 72 times we are most familiar with in the Golden Cloud. Journey to the West Chapter 7. The Buddha asked Sun Wukong, in addition to knowing how to change forever, what's the ability? Dare to occupy the heavenly palace? Hear loudly. I have many methods. I have 72 changes. Forever. Gold dough clouds. Moving a distance of 100,800 miles. How can you not be able to achieve the heavenly throne? Sun Wukong ranked 72 times first in his martial arts. According to what he said, these 72 times can last forever. Is it really that powerful after 72 times? The entire book of Journey to the West does not give a specific description of the 72 times. Everyone is influenced by other mythological novels and believes that Erlangshan will also be 72 times. Actually, there is no mention of Erlangshan in Journey to the West, and he will also be 72 times. There is another person who really knows 72 times. Chapter 61 of Journey to the West. He also has 72 times. Martial arts are just like the great sage. Who is this good devil talking about? It's Bold Demon King. Journey to the West clearly mentioned that these 2 people only met 72 times. One is Bold Demon King. One is Sun Wukong. So what kind of relationship does Bold Demon King have with Sun Wukong? We will tell you later if we have the chance. Let's talk about learning it back to Sun Wukong 72 times. The main manifestation of these 72 times in Journey to the West is that Sun Wukong will transform in various ways. But there are many immortals and monsters that can transform into aid. Can these immortals and monsters who will transform into 72 times? Even if you can't say you will do it all 72 times. At least part of it. Can we say that Sun Wukong just learned a more systematic way of change than other monsters? Other monsters may be self-taught. This Sun Wukong is a professional. Good. So is this 72-time method that comes from a professional class really that powerful? We can find in the book. Whenever Sun Wukong uses the method of change, basically all were seen through. I met the little demon a few times, but I had a rare chance of success. Or if someone is not careful and enters the monster's stomach. Anyway, these 72 times. It's far less powerful than Sun Wukong said.